Hey guys, so it is being alleged because of some recent photos that surfaced that Nicki Minaj may be pregnant with baby number two, which I would be really excited about. I am a Nicki Minaj fan. Some people in my family call me a Barb. So I would be excited. I would be elated to add on to her adorable, cute little son, Papa Bear. That would be amazing. So that is basically due to the photo that recently surfaced. Now, we don't know how recent that photo really is. We do not know what the circumstances are around the photo, if she was at, if she was filming something, or if it's just nothing at all. So I would be elated. I think that Nicki Minaj did mention a desire for more kids. So that would be beautiful. Um, so in relation to that as well, a few months ago, there were reports about there was a there was an issue that arose between herself and a blogger, I would say, Nosy Ho. And Nosy was caught saying some things in reference to Nicki Minaj's son, as well as alleging things about Nicki Minaj and drug abuse. And Nicki Minaj responded by filing a lawsuit. Nosy did have a lawyer. The lawyer later removed himself from the situation. Initially, the lawyer was saying that he feels like Nosy was being taken advantage of, mentioned her childhood, her upbringing, and what she does or did for a living, and her circumstances as a reason as to, why the situation would not be fair, and, stating that Nicki Minaj is using her celebrity status to kind of have an upper hand. But there were a lot of offensive things that were said towards the child. And of course, celebrities, people say things about celebrities all the time. This is not the first time that Nicki Minaj there has been a lot of things said about celebrities and Nicki Minaj overall. I think that comes with the success, right? And being elevated in the way that she is. But I often notice that Nicki Minaj, she gets really upset, at least from what I've witnessed, when there's allegations of substance abuse. She was really upset with Joe Budden a few years ago when he made those allegations, and we saw that when she went on his show, and then when he went on her show, and she outright denied it, and she also asked him to be held accountable for saying something like that, and how it could affect her reputation, and also to take into consideration, how she feels. So that is something that I know that she is always adamant about speaking against. So here again, Nosy made those allegations, and Nicki Minaj responded with a lawsuit. So she responded with a lawsuit. It has been quiet for some time now. So I know that Nosy had apologized for some of the things that she had said in regards to the child in particular. I don't know where the case is as of now. It has been really quiet. So I don't think that this is going in the direction that Nosy would have wanted it to. Also, as of recent, I know that there may have been some additional stressors for Nicki's family because of the petition that was recently made for her husband to be removed from the community. And I don't know if that means that they're going to uproot themselves from their recent most current resident, or if they're going to stay there, if they're going to fight against this request, if anything is even going to be done, because I know it's just a petition. So I don't know if any action is going to be taken. But it is unfortunate to live somewhere where you kind of feel like, wow, I think over 800 people signed the petition. So that's unfortunate to live somewhere and feel like, you know, maybe you're not wanted there. But from what I have seen over the years, a lot of celebrities go through things like this. A lot of celebrities, I know I've heard throughout the year things that Chris Brown has been through in regards to neighbors and things like that. I've heard of things that Cardi B has went through, Black China, so many celebrities, so many celebrities. I don't know if it has anything to do with their race. I do feel like when there's reasoning, or when there's something that people can use as a reasoning, they do use that, even though I feel like the real reason is race, but they try to use these other things. And it's almost like as a black person, you have to have like a clean slate or record, because they'll try to use anything against you in these type of situations. So darned if you do, darned if you don't. And none of us are perfect. And my whole opinion in regards to that is, a lot of these upper echelon people who live in these affluent areas have lived in these areas for years and years and years, and they get away with doing things that they are not that moral, maybe not that responsible, maybe not of great standard, but it doesn't come out until years later. So they would have already been able to experience what it is like to live in these areas that offer their family exclusivity and luxury and things like that. So I think Kenneth Petty has done the time, paid for the crime, and he's still in essence having to pay, even after being released. So I don't know. What do you think about that? I don't think that he should be treated this way after he has paid the consequences for his crime. If he has reoffended, that's a whole other story. If he is following whatever he needs to follow in order to continue to be free, as far as staying away from certain areas, I don't think that he should be made an example of every time he goes somewhere. Yes, it's our right in the community to know when an offender lives among us. So I don't know. I don't know why everywhere. I mean, what would be the suggestion? Like, what should be done here? Should this person like live? I mean, maybe Nicki Minaj should think about getting like some sort of private, like buying land and just living on some sort of private property or something. Maybe that is the best thing to do, so you can avoid this. But if she is pregnant, congratulations. If not, we'll see. It'll come out. And thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.